All right, welcome back to 2911 Guitar Shop. Today on the bench we have an Epiphone Les Paul inspired by Gibson 59 reissue. It's done in that VOS satin, so it is definitely not a fingerprint magnet. Came with thumb bleeders on it. No push pulls or anything. It's got the burst buckers in it. Has a nice flame top veneer. I don't know if you can catch that movement in there, but it is a pretty good veneer, all things considered. There's that limited edition coin on the back of the pickup switch. It's a two-piece body. It does have a heel joint, although it is very hard to find. You can kind of see it right there. It does have a scarf joint in the neck, but again, if you put it just in the right light, you can see it, but it is very well blended. Of course, it has the Grover Deluxe tuners. It is a 2021 model. And as I've been checking it out, you can see the bridge is set pretty high. The action is pretty high. There's a bit of forward bow in the neck, so we are going to give this thing a full setup and get it all put back together. So one of the first things you'll see is we're sitting at about 3.5 millimeters on the low E. High E is sitting at about 2. So we've got to get that fixed. With the slight front bow in this, that is not going to be as simple as dropping the bridge. This is a 2021. It was open box, so there's no telling how old these strings are. So we will put new strings on it in this process. Now that I've got this on, you can definitely see that light coming underneath right here in the middle. The ends are touching pretty well. And it is like that pretty much all the way across. All right, let's take our truss rod cover off. All right. That should put me about where I need to be. Just needed a slight adjustment. Nice and flat. While we've got the strings off, we're also going to check. Got a little rock in those first few. A little bit here. Yeah, it's kind of all over. So I think we're going to give it a quick brush to flatten those out. And hit them with the crowning file real quick. Now we're going to give them a quick polish. I use Mother's mag polish. Been using it for different projects for years. Works quick, it's effective. We'll get some strings on it, finish that up, make sure it's nice and flat again, and we will go from there. So I use, and there is nobody paying me to say this, but I use Stringjoy strings, made in Nashville, Tennessee, right down the road from where I am at here in Murfreesboro. I have never found strings that stay in tune as well as these do. Highly suggest you get a pair and try them out. These are the Broadways, which are pure nickel strings. I use 10 to 46s on pretty much all of my guitars. Highly suggest you get one of these bits or a string winder. Makes restringing much faster. All right, we've got it all strung up, got it tuned. Check this action one more time. We are sitting perfect. Now, I will check it in a couple of days. Things tend to settle. So I would suggest checking it a few days after you've done this. I will not intone it at this time. Again, things tend to settle over a couple of days, so I'll probably give it a good week of playing time and then do the intonation. If y'all would like me to do a video of intonation, I'm glad to do that. It can be a lengthy process. I suggest getting a good tuner. I've got this little Korg. I'll show you what it looks like. So that's what it does. Makes it real easy to intone. You can see if it's a little high or a little low. But I would definitely suggest getting something similar, a strobe tuner, even the ones with a little needle. If you just got something that changes color, you're not going to get accurate enough. Now all that is done, we'll check our action again. We are down at that 2 to 2.5 mark. One and a half on the far side. And that's kind of really where you want to be. Of course, I've got this little electric low, electric high. We are right on the electric low on both strings. So this thing is set up about perfect. The only other thing that I will do is I will adjust the pickup height. And the way I do that is I run a decibel meter. I'll listen to how loud this one is, just with some standard strumming. And then I'll do the same thing to this one. I'll get them so that with both volumes full up, they end up the same, one versus the other. And from there, you know, you're not going to have to monkey with volume too much unless you want one quieter, and then you have that option. So there you go. there's a full setup, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to the 2911 Guitar Shop. Have a great day.